So we were just talking a second ago about the importance of obviously building identity for branding, because you were talking about obviously tribalism and wanting to become part of a club. So I'm doing a lot of work at the moment for Overdrive Nutrition, as probably people that follow me, you probably know as well. A supplement company. We're pumping tons and tons of money into it. Loads and loads of athletes are coming on board that kind of fit within our brand and that we've vetted. The guys that are behind the business have kind of left their other jobs and coming to work solely on that, because we know that we can do something special, especially within the UK. There's no one really doing a fantastic job yet of building a really athlete-driven, product quality focused brand. And I know a lot of companies say this, it's really cliche, but just watch the space, because this will happen, and we've got some really brilliant ideas of how we're going to build it. Now, it's getting to the point at which now we're looking at how do we want to really market the company. And obviously, me being head of marketing, we've been talking a lot about the identity we want to build, because look, there's a really good saying when it comes to marketing: facts tell, stories sell. Mm-hmm. And what that kind of means is a really general phrase for people will buy into identities and brands that they want to be associated with. Mm-hmm. So, like I've said with your business before, it's about building a persona and an image and a story that fits who you are, and sticking to it, being consistent and pushing that out, knowing that you're going to put a lot of people off. For example, if you're someone that likes eating meat, you're pushing a meat product, you know you're not going to sell to a vegetarian, but you need to make sure that you don't try and please everyone, because by trying to be a general brand, you will sell to no one. By being specific and not being scared of putting some people off and really sticking to who you are and your identity is so important.
I think people try to please everyone, right? It's the worst mistake you
This is why I've always said it's actually easier to build a personal brand than a business brand. The reason for that is exactly because you're your own person. You have thoughts, ideas, morals that are unique to you. Now, other people that can empathise with those will get on board. Mm-hmm. And as the part of the marketing that we're going to be doing for Overdrive, and what I always advise all of my clients, yourself and everyone else that we do work for, is find out who it is that you are, what it is that you want to represent, whether or not you think you're going to scare some people off, and really hammer it. Really hammer it. Because the people that do then empathise with you and get on board will be super loyal. You'll get there's a guy called, I've been watching recently called Seth Ferosi. He's a bodybuilder. And
I know the one, yeah, because that's the pronunciation we call Seth.
So he's got a great supplement company, right? I like him. He's made it very patriotic to America and everything else, which is going to put a lot of people off from outside, like international. But it doesn't matter, because he knows that
there's enough market there.
There's enough market there for him to make a lot of money within his kind of remit and his identity and his philosophies and morals, whatever else. And he's doing a fantastic job. So when you do think about how you're going to kind of brand your business, think about the story you want to tell. And the thing to do is really try and base it around yourself, because the closer you can bring it to your own personal beliefs, if you're trying to push a business, like Overdrive's about hard work, graft, optimization, performance, which is everything I'm doing in my personal life. I know everyone else involved in Overdrive is about as well. So it'll be so easy for us to push that story, that image, because we're doing it every day anyway. So if you can bring in your business's identity as close as it is to yourself, which it normally is anyway.
Well,
that's why you've started.
That's why you started anyway, right? Whilst you're starting a business, right?
You'll have vastly more success. All you have to do is think about all the brands and the people you follow. I bet they're all massively individual. Right, I bet they are. So the people you consume on YouTube and Instagram every day, and the people that have massive followings, all are probably quite controversial in some ways. Of course. So they'll have a lot of people that hate them and a lot of people that love them.
Of course.
You have to be Marmite. Yeah. Don't be that guy that tries to please everyone, because you won't please anyone.
You won't please anyone.
You won't please anyone, and ultimately your brand will fail. So that's kind of what we're really focusing now on Overdrive, because obviously it's just starting.
It's like funny.
It's a baby business. So that's going to be what we're pushing now, and I kind of advocate anyone else is building an identity. Don't think about what ads we need to run, what promotional packages we need to push out. So think about, what story am I telling? Who are we? Really build that first and stick to that throughout your whole marketing campaign.
Because it's funny, actually, every single client that comes to me, it's not by chance. Listens to Jordan Peterson, watches the Joe Rogan podcast, certain personality type, followed Ultimate Performance, a certain type of person. And like you said before, don't try and please everyone. There's a reason, and I find it always like, oh, you listen to Jordan Peterson. Oh, how was it's not really a surprise. It's a certain type of personality type. And then again, Jordan Peterson, typical example of this. He really pisses some people off, but then some people really, really like him. He's like their idol, right? That's the whole point. It's like the same with.
But they like him because he says those controversial things,
of course,
because they believe in those same ideologies,
right? Exactly.
And then they build fantastic brands. I think so. That's just something I really wanted to get across and talk about, because obviously it's massively on my mind at the moment, because we're building Overdrive up from basically scratch. We've got
to build like a tribe behind it, right? That's what he says.
It's tribal. It's club. It's team. It's exclusivity. It's I want to wear the t-shirt. That's exactly what it is.
So we wear that t-shirt
of this because those. It's like being. It's the same way as the way you vote politically. Exactly the same. Right, you want to be associated with that group of people because they have negative thoughts about this, positive thoughts about this, and they believe those certain things.
And also, people will say put a t-shirt on that says Overdrive Nutrition. You want to wear that and go. People assume these.
It says a lot more. It says a lot more than the t-shirt. It says everything, like the same way as wearing a Rolex.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You are telling, because that brand tells a story. When you put it on, you are associated with that.
So a car, same. All brands, right? Exactly. It's interesting.
So anyone branding their own business needs to think about that predominantly when they're starting out. And if they are within, they're running, and they're not doing that properly, focus on that, and I guarantee you'll do vastly better. But yeah.